Hello everybody, how's it going? Excuse me, like I'm coughing right now, which is a horrible way to start a live. Very unprofessional. So I'm going to be doing an unboxing. It's a Star Wars CultureFly box. This is the box here. See if I can cough some more. So, yeah, this is a monthly, or sorry, every 3 months they send out a new box. And so this is the box for Christmas or this December or what have you. It's upside down. There we go. So that's the box there. Got the Millennium Falcon. And yeah, so we're going to... I have not opened this. I have not looked at anything. I have no idea what's in the box. I just thought it would be fun to do on TikTokLive, so that's what I'm doing. I didn't tell anyone I was doing this, so I don't know if I'll get any viewers today. So, but let's take a look and see what's inside. This is exciting. I'm gonna actually move it down here, and then I'm gonna like lift everything up one at a time. So, I can already see some of the things that are in here. This is really cool. I have a oven mitt. This is really adorable. Look, it's got the Millennium Falcon in its mouth. How cool is that? I could do a puppet show too if I wanted to. If I did voices or whatever. That's a great oven mitt. This is a Exogorth oven mitt. I guess that's the name of this creature, which I didn't even know that it had a specific name. I'm sure it did. Everything has a name in Star Wars, so I'm not surprised. So yes, the first item in my Star Wars loot box is an Exogorth oven mitt. I'm a great oven mitt. You are a great oven mitt. How cool is that? That's really neat. So I'm gonna put that right here. All right, what do we have next? We have Star Wars magnets, and they are Christmas themed. So these can go on my refrigerator, and I don't even have anything. Oh, there we go. That opened really easily. I was worried. Skittle Snake. That works too, right? So these are really cute. So there's Chewbacca cookie, Christmas cookie magnet. 3PO Christmas cookie magnet. R2-D2 Christmas cookie magnet. And a Yoda Christmas cookie magnet. And look, his little cane is it's a candy cane. What's wrong with me? But yeah, isn't that cute? So we got Yoda, R2, 3PO, and Chewbacca. And those are magnets for the refrigerator or any other sort of metal surface you have. Yeah, those are really cute. That's a great little... That's cute. I like that a lot. So I'm going to put those back in my little package here. That's a great one. All right, so if you've missed the first one, an Exogorth oven mitt. Pardon me. You can see in his mouth the Millennium Falcon flying away. That's kind of cool. I'm so sorry. Pardon me. I had a taco and now it's like, I guess I didn't chew enough, so. All right, next we have, oh, this is nice. A Life Day enamel pen. Yoda can't catch you, Jedi. That's good. That's some good shtick right there. That's some good shtick right there. I like that. Okay. So yeah, this is a enamel pen. It's Life Day. Really nice. And you know, it's got a little button on the back. You can pin it to your shirt or whatever. There's always some sort of a pin in their box. Always. They always put little pins in their box. I guess people really like the pins. Okay. Next up. Oh my. Is a... Let's see if I can tilt this down without dropping my phone. You can still see me in the shot. So I'm at the theater where I serve as artistic director. That's the stage lights behind me. I would turn those on. And my phone is sitting on a music stand. because we just had a presentation recently and the music stands were still out. So, not to be confused with life debt. Yes, you don't want to confuse those things. All right, this is a Wampa Attack snow globe. So let's open up this bad boy. Take a look. So a lot of you don't know this, but I hate the sound of styrofoam. So I'm like, I hate that sound that you just heard. I hate it. Hate it. All right, this is all taped up. I have no scissors. I did not prepare. I'm gonna get in trouble too because there's gonna be styrofoam all over the stage now. Oh, I'm gonna have to sweep up. Okay. Oh, that's a mess. What a mess I just made. All right, some bubble wrap there. Let's take a look at this. Our proud theater. Awesome. I've been doing theater since I was a sophomore in high school. I actually have a theater degree from college, a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree. And I've been doing community theater almost my entire life. So there you go. Wampa Attack snow globe. Kind of see once the dust settles, so to speak. There's the, you can't see it, it's too snowy. There's the Wampa and Luke on his tauntaun. So yeah, that made a mess. I'm going to be in so much trouble. That's gonna be fun to clean up. I'm gonna move this over here. It's actually snowing in the theater now. So that's that. That's that's cool. I like that a lot. It's got some weight to it. All right, it's kind of stopped a little bit. So yeah, you can kind of see now. Yeah. So the Wampa and Luke are two separate little plastic things. This is going to be a great, like, I can display it all year, obviously, but I think it's a good. I don't know who that is, so I'm going to decline that. Woo, messy. All right. So in case you're just tuning in, Mark Hamill felt bad about Luke dismembering the snow beast. Yeah, and wasn't that added in too because didn't Mark have like a car accident or motorcycle accident or something, and he cut himself up, and they had to like explain the scars and the marks on his face or something, and I think they did that with the Wampa Attack. I could be wrong. I could be remembering that differently. I'm going to memorize this word from now. Exogorth. I've got an Exogorth oven mitt with the Millennium Falcon inside. I've got the Life Day enamel pin. 4 gingerbread style magnets of various characters. And a snow globe. All right, let's see what else we got in here. And I'm trying to like not look at everything while I go through the box here. All right, what's next? Everything's all wrapped up in plastic. That part I don't recall, but it's probably true. It could be true. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, these are kitchen towels. It's a kitchen towel. You know, I have a Grogu kitchen towel. This is a nice kitchen towel. Look at that. It's a nice size, good quality. Okay, basically it's the box. It looks like the cover of the box. There's the Millennium Falcon flying away from the I'm gonna fold this. From the Exogorth. That's kind of cool. I really like that. That's a really nice. That's a good kitchen towel. Like I said, I've got one with Grogu on it that I really like. So, Chewy Wookiee cookie would make a great time. It would, and I bet somebody out there actually makes Wookiee cookies. I'm pretty sure. Sorry, I'm like styrofoam everywhere. Okay. What's next? I'm trying to leave this big thing for last. Next, we have I don't know what this is. It's just like just a piece of art. It's the AT-ATs on Hoth with the snow speeders, and the one that's crashing here, it's been destroyed by Luke. I guess it's just art piece. It's pretty hard. It's card stock, so the cow makes a test run it. You are on fire today, dude. You are on fire today. You had your Witty Flakes this morning, I'm guessing, right? This is a next gen hoodie, by the way, that I'm wearing, and I bought it when I was a lot bigger, so I think it makes me look really fat, but I'm not fat. So at least I don't think I'm fat. Not as fat as I used to be. Not that I'm fat shaming people. All right. Then we have one more thing. Oh my gosh, guys. This is insane. This is insane. It's tied up into I don't know what it is actually. It's tied up into a ball of some kind here. I'm gonna untie that. It's not. Okay, some kind of a. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my, how did they get in that? It is a robe. That AT-AT are still legendary scary even as taking them down in games. Yes. My sisters make fun of me because when I was a kid, I called them AT-ATs. That's just how you pronounced it back in the 80s. We didn't know any better, I guess, or maybe I wasn't a big enough nerd. Now I call them AT-ATs. This is a robe. Defenders, Heroes of the Republic. Defenders of the Republic, Jedi Knights, Heroes of the Force. And it's a robe, and I'm going to put it on right now. And I apologize for my mess. Let's see. So when you place your order, you tell them your size, and so I'm gonna wear this Christmas. Oh, see, we got the little symbol on the front, and then it does have the loops. Yeah, I just think AT-AT sounds cooler. Excuse me. When you say AT-AT, you sound like a little kid, right? So, we didn't know any better. So yeah, there's the tie. And I almost look decent, I guess. There's the back. Yeah, this is cool. And it's warm too. It's very fluffy. All right, so then you get a little card that tells you everything that's in it. So we have the Jedi bathrobe, the Exogorth oven mitt, the cookie character magnet set, the kitchen towel, the Life Day orb enamel pin, the AT-AT art print, and the Wampa Attack snow globe. And this is their winter 2022 box. So, yeah. Pretty cool, I must say. It's itchy because it still has a tag on it. But yeah, I could wear this. I could wear this around the house. I don't actually have a robe at home. I used to have one, but I don't anymore. So yeah, pretty cool. So if you are interested, by the way, I paid for this. I don't get them free. I'm not a paid advertiser, but you just need to go to CultureFly.com, and not only do they have the Star Wars boxes, they have, a myriad of choices. So I used to get the DC box, DC Comics, and then I switched to Star Wars. But they have all sorts of, I think I talked about it. I did an unboxing for the last one, and I think I talked about it, but if you just go to CultureFly.com, like I said, and you can look and see what other options that they have, but they've got lots of other, TV shows, movies. They've got a Friends box, I believe, Friends TV show box. They've got some anime boxes. But yeah, it's really cool. So yeah, so that's that is my unboxing for today. boxes seem like fun, but I've never. I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty expensive. But here's the thing: like it all comes. It's all like automatically withdrawn from my checking account. So I don't remember. I think they're 50, which that's every 3 months. So it's not a lot, you know, like in the grand scheme of things. But I'm gonna put this down and move my block over here so I can sit down. Can you still see me? I kind of disappeared, don't I? Yeah, that's terrible. I'm gonna lower that down. There we go. Is that better? No, you can still see like all the light. Oh, I can zoom a little bit. Yeah, there we go. I think that's better. So it's every 3 months. You know, you can cancel at any time. Like I said, I did cancel my DC one and did the Star Wars one. If you want to change your sizes, you know, because they do T-shirts, robes apparently, which I had no idea. They've done jackets and I meant like hoodies and what's like a workout jacket almost kind of thing. So definitely worth checking out. So if you're just tuning in, I just opened up my CultureFly Star Wars loot box with my Exogorth friend here. He helped me. Very helpful, considering they like eat spaceships. Yeah. So yeah. This is my 4th live. I did one a couple of days ago. Talked about Star Trek, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings. I mean, I don't know how they eat. I am sure that there's something in the Star Wars encyclopedia about them. They're massive, right? And I mean, big enough to eat the Millennium Falcon. So that's a good question. I bet it's on Wikipedia what they eat. If anybody out there happens to know what an Exogorth feeds on, that would be cool to share that with me. Is this bothering anybody, this light? It looks like the moon. But no, I'm in my theater black box. Yes, right. But, you know, also, like, when you think about that, I was watching a nature documentary the other day, and this sperm whale had died and sunk to the bottom of the ocean. It was being fed on by sharks and everything. And the narrator, was pretty sure it was David Attenborough, said, "This shark won't have to eat for another year." So, like, you'd still have to eat a lot, right? To get the calories you'd have to consume to be that large. But they're inside that asteroid, so maybe, I don't know, maybe they don't eat. Maybe they don't eat. Maybe they weren't trying to eat the Millennium Falcon. They were just trying to, like, I don't know, maybe it was just a defense mechanism. That's no moon. It's not. It's a light. It's an LED stage light here at the community theater where I volunteer. So yeah, it keeps like recommending people to go live with me, but I don't know these people. Are they asking to go live, or are they just anyway? I don't know how this works. So yeah. Okay, it's definitely, the snow globe has definitely calmed down a little bit, so you can kind of see. I'm trying to like really there you go. That's better. So there's Luke on his tauntaun. There's the Wampa. It says Star Wars, and then the reverse side is just, you can kind of see him still kind of attack. It's really nice. It's really well designed. It's a nice, and it's weighty. It's like, it's got weight to it. But like, I mean, that's a snowstorm, but it's Hoth, right? So yeah. Yeah, that's really cool. So again, just to recap, I just opened up my CultureFly Star Wars loot box, and then here's all the stuff that was in the loot box. Came with an AT-AT poster, a kitchen towel, the snow globe, a pin, a magnet set, magnet Christmas cookie of all the characters. My favorite, the Exogorth. I'm never going to forget that now, that name. That, and then the robe, which I'm currently wearing, bathrobe. It's supposed to be like a Jedi robe. I don't know. I don't think I look like a Jedi with this on. But yeah, I'm going to have fun doing some TikToks with this robe, though. That's for sure. I do encourage you to tap the screen and give me some likes. And I encourage you to follow me on TikTok. I post Star Wars, Star Trek, Stargate videos, and then people comment on them, and then I talk back, and sometimes we debate about certain things of and sometimes we just say that's a great episode. My hair's a mess. Just got a haircut too. So yeah, feel free to like and follow and comment. You should. I have nothing. Like I don't have like actual costume. I have my what I just wore, my hoodie, which is too big now for me, so it swallows me up. I have a TNG style t-shirt that I wear sometimes when I post comments, and then I have like a Spock or Science Officer TOS top that a friend made for me when I was in college. We went not trick-or-treating. We went to a costume party as Star Trek people. And then I have a Discovery polo, but I don't have a costume. When I was in high school, I actually went to our band banquet at the end of the year was costume themed, and me and my girlfriend at the time went to a local costume shop and rented the Wrath of Khan style uniforms. Yeah, my problem with I don't want to like. Here's another person. Invite them to turn off invites for this live. Are they asking to join me? I can't tell if it's spam bots. I don't know. Anyway, here's my thing. I think cosplay is amazing, and I love people who dress up. I just think it's just amazing that what you can do. But the problem is that there are only a select few that really get the makeup down. And it's hard to find, like, the real quality makeup. Most of it, like, the Vulcan ears look terrible, right? They're, like, plastic and terrible looking. And but maybe you could find a good pair, like, just the tips. That was terrible. Just, like, where you just get the tip and then glue that. And then, like, it's all about blending and, like, seamlessness, right? Like, there's a girl on here who does a Klingon, like wears like a Klingon headpiece, but like it's like straight up line. I'm sure she doesn't care, and I don't care. Like I don't care. But being in the theater, it just drives me crazy to see that. So yeah. But you totally get the Vulcan ears. I had Vulcan eyebrows, like my own, and then I went to the barber, and he asked me if I wanted them trimmed, and I said sure. So now it's all gone. Oh, there's my daughter. She's like, she's out of school. School's out. Or she's not supposed to be on here. I don't know what time school gets out today. It's an early release day. I also like one who does Adira and Gray. I don't know what you're talking about. I know you're talking about Discovery. Don't expose me to. Well, you're either supposed to be at school and not on TikTok, or you're at home, and I can't tell which. Yes, lots of likes, Lily. Tap, 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 tap screen. Tap that screen. Some areas do. Oh, not here in Texas. It's cold, but no, there's no snow here. We don't get snow in Texas until like January. So yeah, no, she's in school. It's an early release day because the holiday, but also it's finals. She had some finals today. So, yeah, no, we don't usually get snow and ice in Texas. Oh, well, this part of Texas until January, February. You passed your exam. Oh, your ELA exam? Did you pass your ELA exam? That's awesome. Hey, look, I got a loot box. I finally opened my loot box. This is my Exogorth. I need to name him. Oh, yeah, I need a name. Yeah, you do. Exogorth. Exogorth. That's name stuck in my head now. No, if she's in a class, they've probably already taken their tests. Sometimes they're allowed to be on their phones. So, she's not in trouble. She's not in trouble. She should be out of school soon. Oh, speaking of, like, I'm hungry. I've got my lunch over here. Okay. See if I can get a couple of bites here while I do this. Welcome. So here's the thing, like, I cannot see the words very well. With me as always is Gorth. Oh, I like that. SNL reference. Sorry. Like, if I don't eat, it's gonna get cold. All right. I like it. It's Gorth. I like that. That's a good name. You like that? He really likes it. Oh, he says thank you for naming him. That's very nice of him. Going through an invite. I don't know. Do people eat on TikTok? Is this rude? Maybe it's rude. I'm sorry. I'm having the Taco Bell quesadilla. But no, I've had this, the box came like 4 days ago, and I've just been so busy, I just haven't had a chance to open it. SMR, what is the deal with, can someone explain that to me? I have asked multiple times. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand it. It does nothing for me. I usually just, if I see them show up on my feed, I just block them. I understand that it's something that people enjoy and obviously subscribe to because people are making money from it, but I don't get it, so it's not for me. I'm sure I've been blocked by lots of people, so yeah. I'm gonna stand up and move this a little closer here without dropping my phone. See if I can see the text a little better here. There we go. Ooh, I don't know that. There's probably strange eating things for all things that are Star Trek. I just wasn't planning to like eat in front of everybody. But I've got 4 people, so hey, welcome. I encourage you to, if you are a fan of Star Trek and Star Wars, Stargate, I post videos daily. Yeah, I get that, I guess. Honestly, like, I'd never heard of it until I got onto TikTok. And truth, like, straight up truth, the only reason why I joined TikTok was because my kids wanted to join, and I was like, what is TikTok? What it's about? I need to check this out. So I joined, like, 4 years ago. I posted, like, maybe 4 videos, and that was it, and and then I wouldn't let my daughter have it for a while, because it's just, there's some pretty racy content on here. But yeah, so basically I joined so I could keep an eye on both of them. My son's a senior in high school now, so I'm not too concerned about him. But yeah, so. But anyway, never heard of ASMR until I got onto TikTok. No clue. It doesn't surprise me. I know that sound has a very, soothing, relaxing quality. I mean, they make those like the little ones you put in your bedroom, you know, that do like the ocean sounds or whatever. So I totally get it, but it's not my thing, honestly. So welcome, Kevin. Welcome. Feel free to geek out. I know, and you know, here's what, you know, here we go. I'm 50. I have 2 kids. I have a senior in high school and a 7th grader. And parenting in this day and age, and it's only gotten not worse, but more difficult over time, is something that my parents never had to deal with. So parenting is like evolving and changing. You know, online stuff is like, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy what you have to deal with as a kid. What you can see online, what you can find online. It's a little sad, but you know, that's just, you know, you can't, technology is never going to go away. But yeah, it's tough to keep an eye on that as a parent, but you do what you got to do. Hello everybody, my name's Dave. I just did an unboxing of a Star Wars loot box from CultureFly. Had lots of cool stuff in it. If you are interested, you can go to culturefly.com and check them out. I do not work for CultureFly. This is not a paid advertisement. It's just something that I enjoy. You get a box every 3 months. And it do cost money, but it's got lots of really cool stuff in it. Like my co-host here, with me as always, is Gorth. Yeah, Gorth he's quiet. Like, he's quiet. He doesn't like to talk. He's a really terrible co-host. Like, he whispers stuff to me if you want. Oh, okay. He's like, it might remind people of Raj in the early years of Big Bang Theory. So yeah. Trying to be a Klingon. You know, I need to go back and rewatch Voyager. It's been a while for me since I've seen it. It's funny, like, I can name almost every episode of Star Trek The Next. Like, if you said, hey, if you like describe the plot, I could go, oh, The Nth Degree, or Who Watches the Watchers. Voyager, not so much, because I just went and I mean, mostly because Next Generation was in syndication long before anything else was. So I watched a lot of Next Gen and syndication. Yeah. But I love the Doctor. I love Voyager. Prodigy this week was really good, if you're a fan of that show. And Janeway. Yeah. I like I said, it's been a while. Hope I don't get anything on my robe. It's been a while since I've gone back and watched episodes of Voyager. I remember like key moments, like, you know, key moments, key episodes, but yeah, definitely need to go back and rewatch it. Hey, there's Nita. Nita, you just missed my unboxing. Is that the right word? Sounds like an episode of or a Stephen King book, The Unboxing. I opened up my Star Wars CultureFly loot box. And it had lots of cool stuff in it. I mean, it's no massive oil painting of Captain Sisko. I think I can invite you. I'm not sure how this works. I've never had invited anybody before. You're working, but I sent it anyway. Okay, well, that's over. I apologize for eating in front of you guys. There. Hey, Nita, what's up? I had a very unhealthy chicken quesadilla, which is hilarious because yesterday I posted a video about being healthy, staying healthy. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do, right? You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm at the community theater where I volunteer as the artistic director. We're a black box. Um, yes, my concern is the number of calories going in. That's my concern. But my plan was to come here, do my unboxing. Why do I keep saying that? My unboxing, and then head out on the trail. But I can't charge my phone while I do TikTok Live because my phone is on a music stand, not a tripod, and so the charger won't fit. Well, and it's just all sorts of messed up. So I might have to walk a lot later today than when I wanted to. But yeah, I need to walk today. I got to walk at least 4 miles a day through December. Highlander the unboxing, right? Right. Nina, did you see my Exo Gorth? Gorth? His name is Gorth. He wants to welcome you to my TikTok Live. He's kind of crazy. And sometimes he tries to eat ships. Show her. You need to show her. He's an oven mitt. Yeah, he's an oven mitt. And he's really nice. I really like him. And it came with like a snow globe and a kitchen towel, some artwork, and these cute little magnets. You gotta see these. Look, it's a little Yoda Christmas cookie magnet. The executor. Here's R2-D2. Oh, looks like I'm wearing an R2-D2 mask. And 3PO. Here, let me try to do this a little better. There we go. 3PO. And Chewbacca. Yeah. But, yeah. So there's that. So I was going to do a YouTube too. So now everything's open, and I might have to pretend to open it on YouTube. Chewbacca does rule. We've talked about Chewbacca. I met Chewbacca on the planet Batu recently, last November of 2021. What about R2-D2? How's that? R2-D2. Does that work? That's kind of a cookie thing. What was the other one? Yoda. Yeah, Yoda's a tough one. I'm done with lunch. So now I'm just doing this. This is a lunch live. This is a lunch live. Normally I'm not on in the afternoons, but I worked a partial day today, and I'm on Christmas vacation until I had to be back at work. Well, back in my kitchen on December 29th. So I'm off all next week, and then like 3 days the week after that. You're just starting lunch with your sandwich, your sub sandwich. Bucky's fan here, by the way. Oh, and I'm wearing my robe also, Nita. It came with a robe. I keep forgetting that because I'm wearing it. It came with a bathrobe, this loot box. Okay, I don't know if if I look like a monk or a Jedi Knight. I can't tell. You have Klingon cookie cutters? Oh, that's awesome. I'm so jealous. Man, she got Klingon cookie cutters. She got oil painting of Captain Sisko. It is a CultureFly loot box. If you go to CultureFly.com, you can sign up for a loot box. I think they actually sell older ones that they've done, and then you can sign up for new ones. And not only do they do Star Wars, they do lots of other things. I believe there's like a Friends box, lots of anime stuff you can get. So yeah, they do a lot. It came in the mail. Well, it didn't come in the mail. It was UPS about 4 days ago. I just got around to opening it. Hey, if you're here, tap that screen with likes. We appreciate it. Yeah. I'm going to pass on those, but thank you. Thank you. I'm going to pass on that. I don't think I could eat gach. Not really my thing. I can barely eat And actually, I cannot eat. I'm not a big fan of octopus, so I don't think I can eat gawk. Yeah, that's funny. So yeah, there's a new Mr. Chuho. Wait, I cannot see. Chuho. Welcome. We're talking about Star Wars and Star Trek, Stargate, Quantum Leap, Willow. We are all into all sorts of sci-fi and fantasy here in this on this live. Not a lot of people on at this time of day, I guess. I do like my videos kind of explode at night while I'm asleep, so I guess obviously different time zones. So, do you think there are too many Stargate spin-offs? Aren't there just two? There was Atlantis, which I liked. I liked Stargate. I liked Stargate Atlantis, actually. Big fan of Stargate Atlantis. Stargate Universe, I was not a fan of. Although recently I've been told to go back and rewatch it. So I might do that. I wasn't really a big fan of Stargate Universe. And didn't they try to do something else? I can't remember. But not as many spin-offs as Star Trek. That's for sure. But I love SG-1, SGA, SGU. I love the original two, Nita. Absolutely. Absolutely. I've told this story before, but I started watching it because I was in a Star Wars role-playing group, and every time we met at this guy's house, and we'd all wait. As we waited for everyone to show up, they would watch Stargate, and I got hooked. And I'm like, isn't this a movie? They're like, this is a series, and it's so much better. Been enough. Yeah, I agree. There have been two. I mean, I don't think that's too many. And I know there's always been talk about another Stargate, which I would be on board for. I would be on board for, totally. But yeah, definitely worth checking out. If you haven't ever watched any Stargate, it's a series well worth watching. I like these lunch lines. I do too. I might do one next week. I was wondering what that meant. I was like, I thought you were just here. I've done that before where I accidentally swipe the screen. Yeah. And then keep it. I've never had a New York City deli sandwich before. I've never been to New York. Do you mean New York City style? Or are you actually in New York right now? I guess I don't even know where you live. Animated Stargate series. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh God, I must have missed that news. Look, I'll be damned. You live in New York. I had no idea. Girl, that's crazy. I can't even imagine. So let me ask you, because you live in New York. Do I sound like I'm from Texas? Do I sound like a Texan? I will definitely give you a heads up. We've talked about it. See, here's the thing. I'm sort of an agoraphobic. Crowds kind of get in my head and freak me out. But definitely curious about New York. I would never go at this time. Not in a million years. Awesome. Yes. So my voice instructor and dialect coach from college battered my Texas accent away from me. Now, if I'm around my family, I'll have an accent. I'm actually closer to Dallas. I live in a suburb of Dallas. I don't know if I'm going to list cities and oh, you're so sweet. Yeah, it's a standard American dialect that we were taught to use, obviously, as an actor, because you're dialects. You're going to be doing different dialects. So, but I do sound like a Texan when I'm around my family. I start saying "get" and all that stuff. I like the Dallas area. Honestly, I've been here about Bye, Loco for Shingles. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I've lived in Texas all my life, except for a brief year. We lived in Florida. My mom drug us out there when we were kids, when she fell in love with a guy and made us move to Florida. Yeah, so don't believe all this, I mean, I'm sure, like, we all live in areas that have, like, stereotypes. Like, I don't live on a ranch. I don't own a horse. I don't wear cowboy boots or cowboy hats. Although those people do exist, mostly in Fort Worth, though. I don't follow sports, but yes, the Dallas Cowboys are very, very, very popular here. But yeah, I don't follow sports, but yeah. Texas is great. The weather can be kind of crazy. It just roller coasters. I don't think Austin's sort of like, it's got its own different culture because it's very liberal and kind of kooky, and like their slogan is "Keep Austin Weird," so they're all about that, weirdness, vegans and all that stuff. I'm from Vermont, and I have a brother named Daryl, which is only. I did watch the Bob Newhart. Do you have another brother named Daryl? Do you have two brothers named Daryl? That's hilarious. I've never been up that way. I've been north before we had the kids. We went with my sister and her family. We drove up to Mount Rushmore, up to Little Bighorn, Yellowstone. We were in Yellowstone for a good week, Colorado, and then back home to Texas. And then I've been to Florida and Georgia, but I've never been up above those states. And I've never been to California. I've been to Arizona, but I've never been to New York or that Michigan or, yeah. You're also not Larry. Oh man, that's funny. That's funny. That's hilarious. But yes, I am a Texan. And I am I'm a liberal Democrat Texan too, and there's some of us. Apparently there's not enough to get a Democratic governor, but there's some of us here that are a liberal, not conservative, liberal Democrats. But I've always wanted to go to New York. Obviously, I've done theater all my life. I've always wanted to go to Broadway. Not necessarily be on Broadway, but go see a Broadway show. My sister and her family went a couple of years ago as a graduation present for my niece. And so I'm very lonely here. Really? That's interesting. I don't think I would do well in Vermont or New York. I don't like snow. I don't like the cold, like bitter cold. We don't get a lot of bitter cold here in Texas. I keep saying that. Like, Texas is huge, right? We're a huge state, like second only to Alaska, right? So the weather is definitely different all over. Like the Panhandle can get insane weather, winter blizzards and all that stuff, but not where I am. I'm near Dallas. And the weather here doesn't get that crazy, but I just can't stand bitter cold. I don't live in Manhattan. I live in one of the boroughs. The apartment in Manhattans are small and expensive. Oh yeah, no, I know cost of living in New York is crazy. I taught theater class at a community theater, and one of the kids went up to New York to study theater there. Oh, okay. Interesting. Montana's beautiful. Actually, I shouldn't say that. We just drove through Montana, stopped at Little Bighorn, but it rained the whole time we were there, and it was cloudy, so I never actually saw a big sky country. But what I saw, I thought I could imagine would look really beautiful without the rain clouds and the horrible rain. Yeah, it rained all the way through Montana. All the way through Montana. It rained while we were at Little Bighorn. That was like the late 90s when we went. But yeah, Vermont. In fact, actually, a really good a friend of mine who I performed on the stage with in this theater, him and his wife and his kid, they moved to New York. Don't ask me where. I think they're near Schenectady. I think that's right. And they're posting all the snow pictures and stuff. And I'm like, nope. No, thank you. Look, we get snow in Texas. We get snow in my area maybe once during the winter time, usually in January, February, and it's usually gone in a week, if it's even that. We had an ice storm a couple of years ago that like shut the whole state down. I'm sure you saw the news about that because we're on a different grid than everybody else, and electric grid. We're not connected to the United States. We've got our own grid, and there was a lot of controversy about that. But anyway, we don't get really, really bitter cold weather here. I don't get snow. I will say, like, I see New York every day because I watch the Today Show every day. So it was rainy today in New York. I saw when they were standing outside in the plaza. It was raining. They all had their umbrellas out. Yeah, rock salt. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know if maybe this is just Canada or like the really, really, really cold states, but you have to like connect your car battery to like a heater or something at night or when it's cold. Yeah, snow doesn't really catch us off guard here. We know if it's coming. We get a pretty good notice about any kind of snow, and it's very, like I said, it's once or twice during the winter that we get snow. Welcome, Cameron. Only Sun Zero. We're just chilling and jiving here. Oh, Alaska. Okay, maybe I'm just thinking about Alaska. Ah, okay. Vermont. Gosh, I know nothing. I know nothing about Vermont. Like nothing. Aren't you guys known for like maple? Is that Vermont? Welcome, Pit Vipert. I need to change my username to something really crazy. Apparently. Hey, if you're still here and enjoying this, be sure to tap that screen. Give me some likes as I sit here in my Jedi bathrobe. I'm not going to walk today. I have to go walk. I'm going to walk later today, like at 3. That's my plan. I just got to charge my phone again. Plus, I left my headphones at home. Oh, nice. Maple syrup. Oh, really quick. I forgot to. I also watched or see New York every day on Friends. Although it's not really in New York, it's filmed in California, but yeah. We do have maple syrup. My uncle actually had his own sugar shack for a while. At the Sugar Shack. All right, Nina. Have a great day, my friend. It was so great to see you. Really, really miss you. I'm not getting married today. I was in that show. We did that show here a couple years ago, actually. Thank you, Nita. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for everything, for your comments. Thanks for following me. I adore you. Yeah, so company, I was actually brought in at the last minute. The guy I was replacing got sick, and he couldn't, or no, that's not it. He just couldn't do it. Like he couldn't do it. He was an older fellow, and he was just having problems with the choreography and everything, so he had to drop out. And my buddy who was directing it called me and was like, hey, can you come be in this? I'm like, you guys open in like I think it was like a week and a half. So they'd already been rehearsing for like 5 weeks by the time I showed up. So yeah, I had to memorize all that stuff, all the lines and and I knew some of the music obviously because I listened to Broadway music. So I had to learn all the choreography, and they'd already like been working together. They'd already bonded as a cast. Plus, it's Sondheim, so it's difficult to sing, and I'm okay. I had one solo, so it wasn't bad. Most of the time, I just sang in the chorus. But yeah, it was a stressful show. It was fun. It was a great cast, wonderful cast. I can't remember the name of my character though. I was married, Larry. I think I was Larry actually. Now that I think about it, I was married to the woman who sings the Ladies Who Lunch. I was married to her in the show. Yeah. Yeah, I've done quite a few musicals over time. Mostly I'm in the chorus. I like to be in the chorus. Like I'm not that great of a singer. Like I don't mind telling people that. But I loved being in the chorus. I just like it. Yes. Yeah, you really do get pulled in. But I've done company. I've done A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum twice. I was in My Fair Lady. I was in what was the name of that show? Annie Get Your Gun. And I've directed a lot of musicals too. I've directed a lot of musicals over the course of my career. And I don't. If one like shows up, I'll that really excites me, I'll do it. But right now, they're time consuming, and not only it's just a lot of people. It's just a lot of people. Like how's the word? Like, because it's not just you. It's like you, the music director, the choreographer, and it's just a lot of like organizing and rehearsals and schedules and all that stuff. And it's just stressful. So, I do enjoy being one of the chorus line people. I do like being in the chorus. Plus, besides, chorus people have more fun. Honestly, you're in like if it's the right music. Typically, you're in most of the numbers. Really, like the really big numbers that everyone remembers. You're in, right? You don't have the stress of like being the lead. You might have one or two lines, and more than likely you're just singing with everybody else, so it's not as stressful. But yeah, you just have more fun. I love being in the chorus. I love it. Company was the last musical I did. Company was the last musical I did. That was a while ago too. Yeah, I was going to audition for. We did La Cage aux Folles. That was a couple months ago, and I just didn't do it. Oh, nice. I love a good musical. You can see the tag. It's hilarious. I like a lot of the older musicals. I like a lot of the newer musicals. They're expensive to produce. The rights are expensive. Getting the scripts, all that stuff is expensive. But you usually raise your prices, and you get butts in the seats. Les Mis and Mary Poppins. Les Mis we could never do here in this space. It's just, this is a black box. We could never do that. I've always wanted to be in Les Mis. I usually sing the hell out of it when it comes on the radio. And we've not done Mary Poppins here, but I have seen it at a local community theater here in this area, and they did a great job. And it was also a small stage, small black box. Oh yes, so is that cable harness. I don't get that. Must be making a joke. And I'm not getting it. Yeah. It's like literally two people on there now. Actually, there's just one person. I guess it counts me. I forgot your name again. Could you remind me? I know you told me the other day, and I'm sorry. I forgot, and I don't want to be rude. I couldn't remember what your name was, Grim. I know you told me, but I forgot, and I apologize. I've slept since then. Where are my people? There's nobody here but me. I don't know what to do now. Oh, right. Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Flying. Yes. I got you now. I got you now. Yeah. The flying stuff. Yeah. Usually you have to like hire a company that does that. They come in, they do all the rigging, they do the training. I'm pretty sure they run it too. I can see the ceiling from where I am. You can too. You can see that's a beam right above my head that runs across the theater here. Like I said, it's a small black box. Grim works too. Sweet. Awesome. So, but yeah, those places are expensive too. One of the most expensive, well, two most expensive shows that we've had to do when we did Avenue Q, we had to rent the puppets from Dallas Puppet something or other. They had all the puppets, but they had rehearsal puppets and performance puppets. So we rented from them. So you got to pay for that. And then when we did Little Shop of Horrors, another puppet, right? Actually, 4 different puppets because there's the small baby one, the second one, and the really big one. So that was expensive to rent all that stuff. And then we had to drive down to Houston actually to pick up all that stuff. Avenue Q was fun to watch. I directed that show actually. I had a great cast. It was really a lot of fun. Like we sold out a lot on that show. We had people. We were one of the first theaters in the area to do that show. Community theater wise, it'd been on tour obviously, but we were one of the very first community theaters to do it in this area. And it was just a blast. It's just so fun. It's just a fun show, and it's just crazy fun. We had a great cast. The music is wonderful. I mean, you can't help but, sing. You get those songs stuck in your head, and it's just, yeah, fantastic show. We had a great time doing Avenue Q. Little Shop was great too. I've loved every show I've directed here, honestly. And you don't really direct a show unless you really like the show, right? And that's one of the things that I strive for here. When we hire directors, we put out the call to directors. Hey, send us your proposals. Then we interview them because you want a director who cares about the show, who's invested in the show, who's committed to the show, who has a vision for the show. And I just loved Avenue Q, and directing that show was just a dream come true for me. And it's just ridiculously silly. And so, almost said the F word, which I know you can say on TikTok, but so offensive and so edgy. The high school actually just did it here a couple months ago. They have a black box at the high school, and they did it here. It's a great show too. There's always a revival for that show. There's always Little Shop going on somewhere. That show will continue and long after I am dead. Let me tell you, because it's just a great show. Yeah. And so different from the movie, by the way. If you've seen the movie, you haven't seen the play. Or the musical. You haven't seen the stage version. That ending in the movie is ridiculous. Now, I like the movie, don't get me wrong. I mean, that's how I got introduced to Little Shop. But when I found out about how the end ended, yeah. Yeah. Yes. No shit, Sherlock. No shit, Sherlock. Yeah. Great show. Yeah. And what was great was after we did Little Shop, we struck the show and we put all of our rented stuff in the trailer, in the back of the trailer that we'd driven from Houston. And days before we were ready to drive it back to Houston. But Waco Theater was doing it, and they came, and Waco's not that far from here. They drove down here and picked up the trailer, so we didn't have to make a second trip to Houston, so we were all very, very, very grateful. We did Rocky Horror here as well. That was about 10 years ago we did Rocky Horror. That show, I mean, people came out, people drove in from miles and miles to see Rocky Horror Show. When we did Evil Dead the Musical, they drove in from, we had, this isn't really that far, but we had people drive in from Oklahoma to see Evil Dead the Musical. We had people drive in from like near Austin, which is a drive. That's like a 6, 7, 8 hour drive. So, yeah, Evil Dead was That was big for us. That was a big show for us, definitely. But yeah, we've done all the big shows really here that we can do in this space. There's a lot of things we can't do because of our limitations with the building, but we have done Noises Off here. I directed Noises Off here, and people go, "How the hell did you do Noises Off here?" We just weren't able to do a complete second story. We just had to, fudge it a little bit, but we did it here, and it was a huge hit too. Noises Off. I'd love to do that show again. I would love to do that show. I've always wanted to be in it. That was sort of like my reasoning for directing it. Was if I can't be in it, at least let me direct the damn thing, right? I've never seen the movie with Christopher Reeve. The movie is pretty damn close to the show yeah. And there's my daughter again. The movie Noises Off is pretty close to the play. It's pretty close. There's like, yeah, it's really close to them. Yeah. If you've seen the movie, you've pretty much seen the play. There's some different things, but yeah, pretty much. Yeah. We get birds on the roof. I can hear them. There's someone knocking at the door. Hold on. Hi. Can I help you? Here? Yes. Yes. Yeah, we're dark right now, but yeah. Oh, you're looking for a place to use it? Oh yeah, we're owned by the city. We can't put, yeah, we can't. Yeah. I'm sorry. Sorry. You wanna look? Yeah? Yeah, but it's dark right now, but yeah. Well, the stage lights are on.
Stage. Oh yeah. After we saw that. Oh, it's not the theater. The movie theater.
No.